According to a Tampa Tribune article dated March 4th, 2010, foodborne illnesses cost the state of Florida $10 billion a year in medical and other losses, and nationwide, those costs are $152 billion per year, and this estimate doesn't account for business-related losses associated with food recalls. To further exacerbate the potential burdens of foodborne illnesses, a state-mandated shutdown due to the mishandling of food and related products directly correlates to lost revenue for the business, which directly and immediately correlates to lost wages for the employee. What can you do to help prevent one of the 51 million instances of foodborne illness each year, or worse, one of the 3,100 deaths that occurs each year? That's why Serve It Up Safe exists, to help you prevent foodborne illnesses in the Sunshine State and to furthermore mitigate liability for your establishment to the greatest extent possible. Before we begin, let's discuss HACCP, spelled H-A-C-C-P. HACCP requires that biological, chemical, and physical hazards be identified, evaluated, and controlled during the flow of foods. The goal is to prevent, eliminate, and/or reduce any and all hazards to safe levels. Hazard analysis asks what's wrong with the food. For example, is there a biological, chemical, or physical hazard that is present? And then secondly, critical control point asks, how do I fix it? How do we do this? Primarily through monitoring. Monitoring with sight, sound, experience, but primarily monitoring with time and temperature. HACCP is the most important premise for which all food safety and sanitation methodologies are based, and it's the foundation for all food safety programs in our food service establishments. Three of the most important topics in the profession of food safety and sanitation are controlling time and temperature, preventing cross-contamination, and employing good personal hygiene. So let's have that conversation. The first most important concept is time and temperature control, and goes as follows. You reheat any and all foods to 15 seconds at 165 degrees. You cook poultry to 165 degrees for 15 seconds, ground beef to 155 for 15 seconds, whole cuts of meat, fish, eggs to 145 for 15 seconds, and fruits and vegetables to 135 degrees for 15 seconds. Or use temperature controls only. Keep cold food cold, 41 or less, or keep hot food hot, 135 or higher. You keep frozen food frozen at 0 or lower, or you can use time controls only, called tilt, or time in lieu of temperature. But you never let food sit in the temperature danger zone for 4 hours or more. Otherwise, you throw it away in an enclosed covered dumpster that rests on a hard graded surface with its drain plugs in place. The second concept is the prevention of cross-contamination. You never place raw food next to ready-to-eat food. You never place raw food above ready-to-eat food. You wash, rinse, and sanitize all food contact surfaces every 4 hours, and always between tasks, and always between different food products. Resist placing chemicals near ready-to-eat food, and never put chemicals above ready-to-eat food. And employ different colored cutting boards for different food groups. Red cutting boards for raw meat, yellow for poultry, blue for seafood, green for vegetables, and white for ready-to-eat foods, for example. And the third is ensuring personal hygiene. Wash your hands in hot water for 20 seconds, use liquid soap, dry with a disposable paper towel. Use hand sanitizer as an option, but it's not a requirement, and it's never a substitute for proper hand washing. And always wear suitable hair restraints. Wear single-use disposable gloves, change them every 4 hours, and change them between different products and between tasks. Properly wash your hands before putting on gloves. Wear no jewelry other than one plain metal band. Don't come to work sick, otherwise the person in charge should restrict or exclude the food service worker. Bathe before you come to work and wear clean clothes. And refrain from eating, drinking, or smoking at work. And if you do so, do it from a designated break area, and always drink from a fully closed container, which includes a lid and a straw. And properly wash your hands after eating, smoking, and drinking. Other food safety concerns like receiving, storing, integrated pest management, storing and using chemicals and toxic materials, training, managing and inspection, for example, are equally important, but it's time and temperature control, preventing cross-contamination, and employing impeccable personal hygiene that needs to be the primary focus of our attention in our food service establishments. Serve It Up Safe is the first and only food safety training provider that specializes in efficiently recertifying Florida's most experienced food, beverage, and hospitality professionals. We award certified professional food manager certificates that satisfy Florida Statute 509039. And oh, by the way, we also offer 6-hour food safety training classes. Serve It Up Safe exists with the sole purpose of delivering the absolute most enjoyable 6-hour training experience in the Sunshine State. And it's this goal that motivates us to offer you an unmatchable experience. In 2012, Florida's 35,000 restaurants will register over $31 billion in sales. Furthermore, the Sunshine State's eateries employ 842,000 people. So let's work together to protect what's ours and employ the strictest standards available to serve and protect the food chain, Florida's hospitality industry, and the magnificent guests that come to our food service establishments.